So let's talk about money, specifically why our financial lives seem to have these crazy ups and downs. Today, we're going to dive into a really fascinating idea from Thai astrology. What if those cycles aren't random at all? What if we could actually decode the rhythm of our financial story by looking up at the stars? I mean, you've felt this, right? Some months you're just cruising, the money's coming in, everything feels easy. And then, bam. The next month, it feels like your car, your washing machine, and your pet all conspire to hit you with bills at the exact same time. It feels so unpredictable. But here's the thing. Thai astrology says, nope, not random. It suggests there's a cosmic dance happening, and our wallets are just following the steps. Okay, so the magic behind this is something called transit astrology. Now, don't let the name scare you. It's actually a pretty simple idea. This isn't about some fixed, dusty old prediction made when you were born. Think of your birth chart like your personal home base map of the sky. Transit astrology is like a live GPS, tracking where the planets are moving right now and showing how they're interacting with your specific map in real time. It's all about the now. All right, so here's how we're going to break it all down. First, a quick look at astrology and your wallet. Then we'll get into the nitty-gritty. Method 1, the money house. Method 2, your financial planet. And method 3, the planet's journey. We'll check out some real-world case studies and then wrap it all up with 3 key things you need to remember.
So, astrology and your wallet. How do we actually connect these dots between planets and our bank accounts? Well, let's lay the foundation. We're going to look at 3 key techniques that astrologers use to do just that.
First up, method number 1, the money house. The big question here is, who is visiting your personal treasury? This is probably the most direct way to see what's going on. So in your astrological chart, there's a specific section called the second house or Fopkatumfa. The easiest way to think about it, it's literally your financial headquarters. It governs your income, your stuff, your assets, and your overall financial stability. So when a planet moves through this part of your chart, it's like someone walking into your treasury. The big question is, are they there to make a deposit or withdraw? And this is where it gets really interesting. The type of visitor matters a lot. On one hand, you have the helpful planets. Let's say big, generous Jupiter decides to stop by. Jupiter is all about luck, expansion, and opportunities. When it enters your money house, it's like a rich uncle showing up with a fat check. Boom. Income boost, maybe a lucky break. But then you have the challenging planets. If a planet like Rahu, known for chaos and confusion, enters the scene, well, that's a whole different story. That's a sign to lock down your wallet. We're talking surprise expenses, potential losses, or even getting swindled. It's a huge contrast. Okay, let's move on to method number 2, your financial planet. This adds a whole new layer to the story. It's not just about who's in your money house anymore. Now we're looking at the cosmic conversations happening with your personal moneymaker planet. So what is your financial planet? It's pretty simple, actually. It's the planet that naturally rules the zodiac sign your second house is in. For example, if your money house is in the sign of Leo, well, the sun rules Leo. So the sun becomes your personal financial planet. It's the CEO of your finances, you could say. And now we get into geometry, but the cool kind. We look at the angles, or aspects, between planets. Picture this. You've got a tough love planet like Saturn, the great teacher of discipline and restriction. When it sits directly opposite your financial planet, at a 180-degree angle, it's like a cosmic tug of war. Saturn is pulling one way, your money planet is pulling the other. The result? Financial pressure, frustrating delays, and that feeling like you're working twice as hard for half the results. But then, on the complete flip side, you have the good angles. A nice, friendly 60-degree angle is like a cosmic high five. Imagine a helpful planet like Venus, which is all about money, value, and good things, giving your financial planet a supportive wink from across the room. That's when things just flow. Opportunities pop up, income feels easier, and things just click into place financially. So, here's the bottom line for this method. You have to look at 2 things. What kind of planet is it, and what kind of angle is it making? A helpful planet plus a harmonious angle. That equals good news for your wallet. A challenging planet at a tough angle? That's your signal to be extra careful. And, for the pros, the exact degrees make the prediction even more precise. And that brings us to our third and final method, the planet's journey. So now the focus shifts again. We're not looking at visitors or conversations anymore. We're actually tracking your personal financial planet and asking, where is it traveling right now? Think of the chart's houses as different neighborhoods.
If your financial planet is taking a stroll through a really good neighborhood like the house of creativity and gains, well, you can expect growth and good things to happen. But if it wanders into one of the three tough neighborhoods, the houses known as Ari, Marana, or Vanasa, that's a major red flag. These areas are linked to things like debt, loss, and hidden troubles. It's a clear signal to be super cautious with your money. And here's where it gets really nuanced. It's not just about the house itself. You still have to look at those angles we talked about. So, your financial planet could be in a great house, but if another challenging planet is shooting a tough aspect at it, you could still run into problems. And the reverse is true. A helpful planet could throw you a lifeline even when you're in a tough spot. It's all about how these different layers stack up. All right, so that's the theory. But how does this stuff work in the real world? Let's put these methods into practice and look at a couple of case studies. It's one thing to talk about your personal chart, but seeing how these same principles are used to forecast major events for political figures or even sports teams, that's when you really see how powerful this can be. So let's take a look at a political forecast for Paetongtar Shinwatra. The astrological analysis points to late June of 2025 as a time when popularity starts to wane. Maybe some protests pop up, but then, in mid-July, things really heat up. A major astrological trigger hits, pushing the chart into what's described as a severely challenging period. And the prediction based on that? A very high chance of a major political change by the end of July, maybe even a new prime minister. And it's not just politics. How about sports? Here we have the Thai women's volleyball team, and the situation looks tough. They're ranked low and facing the threat of relegation. But when you look at the stars, the forecast shows a big shift. Some really favorable planets are set to arrive in July. The prediction is that this will bring a huge surge of energy and a dramatic improvement in their performance, just in the nick of time to help them avoid relegation. It's a perfect example of how these same methods apply, whether it's a person, a country, or a team. Woo! Okay, we have covered a ton of ground, so let's boil it all down. Let's create your own personal financial astrology toolkit with 3 essential keys you need to have. Key number 1, check the visitors. Simple. Look at your second house, your money house, and ask, who is knocking on the door right now? Is it someone bringing good news or someone here to collect a debt? Key number 2, check the relationships. Find your personal financial planet and then listen in on the cosmic conversation. Are the other planets sending it supportive vibes, or are they creating tension and arguments? And finally, key number 3, check the journey. Where is your financial planet on its trip through your chart? Is it hanging out in a good neighborhood that promises growth and opportunity, or has it wandered into a sketchy part of town? And that's really the heart of it. When you learn to weave these 3 methods together, the visitors, the relationships, and the journey, you can start to read the rhythm of your own financial story as it's written in the stars. So, I'll leave you with this. Now you know the 3 keys. You have a new lens to look through. The next time you look up at the sky, you can ask, what might the stars be saying about my next financial chapter?